All right, so today I had a fun day. I did some activities with the company, well, actually, the company of my brother. They had a staff day. He has a hotel, and so every year there's one day where they do a lot of activities all together. And so today was karting, laser game. In the middle, I had to leave because I had an appointment with a couple who I might shoot the wedding next year. And then I went back to the, let's say, staff day, team building. So that was fun. It was kind of a day basically off, even though I took my camera to take a few photos, of course, of the team. And then we ate pizzas with burgers. Well, not together, but there was one plate with burgers and one plate with pizzas. So everybody could take a bit of both. So that was nice. And, it's always nice to spend time with the staff, also between each other outside the working stress. So it was just a lot of fun, and it's nice to see them like this, having bonding with each other. And I find that really important because I know a lot of businesses that don't take the opportunity to bring the staff closer to each other, to make them friends with each other. And those companies often, you do feel a lot of stress in it. And so that's not really nice. And today I got also mails from the motorcycle company who I shot for a few weeks ago already, in Brussels at the car show. They want another video, so it's a good sign. They want me again, so if everything goes well, in 2 weeks I'll be shooting them again. So that's nice. What else? With photography and videography, it's about it for today. Tonight I'm gonna finish my book. Now, a few episodes ago, I talked to you about the fact that I started reading books, and then I might bring them up. And so I thought I will briefly talk to you about them. So this is the last one I finished. And it's basically 2 books in one book, like a special edition. It's The Science of Getting Rich and The Science of Being Great. And so it's obviously from the same writer. It's Wallace D. Wattles, I don't know. Wattles, Wallace D. Wattles. And so the first part of the book is The Science of Getting Rich. And basically what it tells you is to do things in a certain way, to, let's say, stay positive, believing in yourself, believing in your business, and yeah, that's basically how it goes. But especially believing in you and yourself and in your business. And the second part, the Science of Being Great, is that to become the person in the science of getting rich, you first have to learn the science of being great. And that means you have to teach yourself to be great in everything. If you believe you are great and start acting as if you are great, you will become great. And it's not great in the way that you want to show off. It's that they take the example of, if I remember correctly, of being the best accountant or a lawyer or something. I already forgot that part. But basically it's, you have to believe in it. You have to believe that you're great. You have to act as if you're great, but in everything. Like great with your family. so that people notice you and know that they can call you, and that automatically they will think that you're great. But by acting like this also, you will become great. And then you can go in the second step, which is basically believing in everything you're going to do or want to launch. So it's really nice. And before this book, I read Way of the Wolf from Jordan Belfort. I guess you all heard about The Wolf of Wall Street. Well, basically that's his story, and he says it as well in the book that it's inspired and he worked on it. And he's talking about the fact that you have to not sell anything. You have to sell something that people need. You have to believe in what you're selling and not forcing you to sell and forcing people to buy. If basically if you notice that people don't need it, or that you see that what you're doing is wrong, just don't do it. Because otherwise it's not good for your business. And in a short way, that's the whole story. And of course, I'm really making a short summary about it because it's around 230 pages, and this one is around 220, something like this. So it's quickly read. And what's nice with this one, for example, is the chapters are really short. So he gets to the point pretty fast in each chapter. It's not like, what are your thoughts? And explaining everything, blah, 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 for 10 pages. Here, every chapter is around 3, 4, 5 pages, and then next chapter, and next chapter. It's really tack, 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 tack. And it's really nice to follow, easy to follow as well. But it's yeah, so these are the books that I read until now. I already have the next one, which is a little bit different because this is a lot of about basically doing business. And this one is How to Influence Anyone, Anywhere, Every Time by Colin James and Erica Backshaw. And yeah, this is basically to convince people to, I guess, being charming, basically. Like making people listen to you, believing in what you're saying. And I'm not saying that you have to lie, make them believe in your lies. They have to believe in you, being that they want to be with you and want to do business with you. And I guess I'm guessing that's the story. There is, of course, at the back this, but also basically learn how to become an excellent storyteller. Build your confidence as you build your career. So it's a lot of self-growth as well. Looking forward to start it. We'll start tonight or tomorrow, and I guess I'll tell you in a few days what it's like. Maybe I will be talking to you differently, so who knows. And yeah, that's right now basically it. Tomorrow I have a dinner with a group of photographers. So we're a group of 8 photographers, and we meet every month to go for dinner, to talk with each other, to not necessarily do business with each other, but to talk about projects, photography projects. And it's nice because it's good to be around people that is in the same area as you are. It's good to have those kind of friends as well, because you lift each other up. And a few of them are not exactly the same, because for me there are two types of photographers. You have photographers and you have artist photographer. For example, there are photographers that you can go to art galleries to with exhibitions, and they will just say, oh, it's a nice photo. Oh, it's a nice photo. Oh, nice colors. But there are photographers, sorry. And with them you can follow the story. You can talk about the story, because an artist photographer who does an exhibition, usually they have a story to tell. So either each photos have a story, or all the photos together have a story. And it's not about what's the most beautiful picture, what's the most beautiful photo. No, it's, do you understand the story? Is the lighting well used? Is the composition good? And then you can have a real conversation. And photographers are just looking at the picture, if they like it or not. I can spend half an hour in front of a photo analyzing it, while the photographer will look at it for 1 minute and then go to the next one. I might make enemies with that. People might disagree, but I'm pretty sure that photographers do agree with me. Some people are born or grew up in a more artistic world, or with an artistic view, and others are more into marketing. For example, another example, sorry, the photographers are usually better in selling themselves, doing more commercial work. Artist photographers are usually more introverts and have more difficulties to, sell themselves, to go out there. And that's why I also started those books. It's because, sure, it's about businesses, but it's also about self-growth and being able to express yourself better, to sell yourself or your work better. And so, yeah, that's basically why I started reading this, is to, next to the other projects, is to also become a better photographer, a better artist, and being better at selling my work, and more artistic work, but also more commercial work to more corporate people. Because sure, I like to shoot weddings, but it's not what I want to do for the next 20 years. It's good for a few years. I'm still going to do it for the next at least 3, 4, 5 years. But I do want to do other things, to do more corporate stuff. So we'll see where that goes. But for now, every year it's getting better and better. So, but I also wanted to talk about the fake it till you make it sentence. It's not really something that people like to talk about or hear. Not everybody believes in it, but that's basically how I did it at the very start of my photography career. Because a few years ago, I was the type to not daring to call the pizza place and ask for pizzas. I hated to pick up the phone because I didn't know what to say. Basically I was nervous. So when I started shooting, for example, family shoots, well, I wasn't sure what I was doing, because, it was the first time, and it's not easy, because you have to manage 4, 5, 6 people, sometimes more, sometimes less, just a couple. And so you have to do as if it's normal for you. So I started doing as if. And weeks by weeks, month by month, years by years, all of that changed. And now, as soon as I see people in the photography world, so clients, I am way more relaxed. It's really as if I'm doing this every day. And now, yes, I'm doing this almost every day. So I'm the one making people relaxed now because everybody is nervous, especially for the first time. And so I'm like, chill, guys. It's just gonna be a nice shoot. We're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun, and it's gonna be all natural and no. It's not a fashion shoot. Family shoot is not a fashion shoot. There's no pause. There's no. You just let them be. Sure, there are basic pauses, but you use that as a start. After that, you build the shoot, and I guess it's going well because people are still asking for my photography. So I have clients that I've been shooting for the last maybe 5 years. So it's nice to have people who trust you. That's nice. And it's quite emotional because you see the family growing up, going from a couple to 3 kids, and still shooting the pregnancy shoots, baby shoots, and just the family shoots as well. So it's nice to feel that trust. So yeah, that was it. I've been looking a bit more also for the other projects, and it's slowly getting there. Slowly. It's not always easy to mix both photography and building something, of course, but it's part of it, I guess. At some point I might have to do a bit less photography, I guess. But again, that's part of it. You cannot do 2, 3, 4, 5 things at the same time, full time, without having to sacrifice anything. So yeah, we'll see. So again, have a nice evening. If you're watching this in the evening, have a good day if you're watching this during the day. And we will see each other in the next episode. Bye-bye.